Hello, Internet. Welcome to this month's episode of Pink Paranormal. I'm excited to make this video. It's a bit impromptu, but I figured those are the best kind. So let me just look through my channel. I wonder how many I've already completed. Okay, so this is Pink Paranormal episode 8. I try to record one for every month. All right. Okay. So before I continue, I just want to explain a few things why this is called Pink Paranormal. And this series is called Pink Paranormal because I enjoy paranormal topics and I want to talk about them in my pink room. So it just makes sense, and it also makes it less scary. So that's one of my goals with my Pink Paranormal series, is to make the paranormal less scary and less mysterious. And one more thing I would like to share. I haven't made a hobbies update video in a long time, so I thought I would share some of my most recent hobbies in this video. So my main hobbies right now are doom scrolling and League of Legends. Don't judge me. Now, during my League of Legends games, I almost always have a podcast or an interview playing in the background. I love hearing people discuss and exchange ideas. So those are my two main hobbies. There's no pressure associated with them. There's no pressure to perform or do well. It's just fun, unadulterated fun hobbies. Now, YouTube is my latest, I guess you would say, accent hobby. That's something I'm making up right now. It's just an accent. It's something that I might pick up the camera and record. I might prepare my setup if I want to melt wax or whatever. But it's not a core hobby. And, it's not unadulterated fun, because there's still some structure that needs to be in place for me to make a video like this, to upload it on time, things like that. Another accent hobby is wax seal making, or any kind of paper craft. I like to put wax seal making under crafting. So crafting is also a side hobby. So that includes hotfix. For those who are not familiar with hotfix is a way to kind of bedazzle your clothes or any like textile, like fabrics. And I've also been making my own wreaths, so like for hanging on the door, seasonal ones, just anything fun, random. It's again, because it's usually unplanned, it's impromptu, because it's an accent hobby. Another accent hobby that I may or may not do, it's more of like on a whim, a one-off, once in a blue moon type thing, would be hair, makeup, and nails. I love press-ons. Right now I do have acrylic. So pretty. These were a gift. Otherwise I would have just kept doing press-ons. But yeah, they were a gift, and very grateful for that. I love getting my nails done. That's an accent hobby. Again, just random, whether I want to embellish my press-on nails. So yeah, those are my accent hobbies. So that was my hobby update. Again, please don't judge me for doom scrolling or playing video games. It's just pure unadulterated fun. And those are things that I can do while taking my medication, which makes me very tired. I take pain medication, and the meds do really well with my body, but at the same time, I feel like I have to live like a plant sometimes. So being stationary in front of my computer it's fine. So anyway, this is Pink Paranormal after all, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I'm sorry for that long intro, but I just wanted to squeeze that hobby stuff in here instead of making two separate videos. So a couple topics I wanted to go over today. I'm going to be doing research on my own and record that record it, but I'm not going to record my screen just because there's no reason for me to. But I am interested in a couple topics that I've been hearing about from different sources. It's just really interesting stuff. Definitely fits under paranormal because it has to do with like things that we can't see. We don't really have a lot of scientific proof. It's just paranormal and it's interesting. So here we go. And it sounds outlandish. So there's actually two main topics, but they're very like similar in how they are. Okay. So the first idea was, and I'm just going to create a headline here, Elvis versus aliens. I know, it sounds crazy. And then the second topic is Michael Jackson versus Prince. And the reason the second one is paranormal is because Michael Jackson allegedly said, and I have to look for the exact audio for the interview if there was an audible interview, but Michael Jackson said that he and Prince capture the same ideas. So sometimes Michael Jackson had to create a song quickly before Prince could get to it, because they would just like get similar ideas around the same time. And Nikola Tesla said, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the first name correctly, I'm sorry, but let's just say Tesla says that we capture ideas and not make them. Okay, so yeah, so I'm excited to get into this. If you can't already tell, I'm excited to research this in real time. Instead of making like this full structured video, I'm just gonna talk about what I see, and I think that'll be really fun and interesting. All right, so let's Google. I'm gonna do this super basic. Aliens helped Elvis Presely. Oh, this is so silly. Okay. Okay, so this is the AI overview from Google. Okay, Google results, AI overview. Reports and claims suggest Elvis Presely had a lifelong fascination with UFOs, allegedly witnessing a blue light at his birth and receiving a telepathic vision of his future fame from aliens at the age of 8. These unverified, mystical experiences, often recounted by stylist Larry Geller, suggest otherworldly inspiration for his late career, including his iconic jumpsuits. So I did read somewhere, and I forgot where, but I did read somewhere that Elvis actually got his inspiration for his outfits from aliens because that's how they dress. Wild. And there's been a lot of reports of whatever, tall whites, grays, whatever kind of alien wearing jumpsuits. So this is something that's super that kind of aligns with what Elvis has had said in the past. So key aspects of this popular, though unproven, lore include birth sightings, His father, Vernon, reportedly saw a strange blue light at 2 a.m. during the birth of Elvis Presely. Childhood contact. At age 8, Presely claimed he was visited by beings who showed him a vision of himself singing in a white suit, per reports. Lifelong interest. He was an avid reader of UFO literature, owning over 350 books that his manager eventually burned to stop the distraction. That's messed up. I'm just gonna be honest. That's messed up. I think distraction can be a really healthy thing. Okay. Shared insights. Shared insights. He and his hairstylist Larry Geller claimed to have seen UFOs in the desert and above Graceland. These stories are largely viewed as part of the extensive mythos surrounding the king. All right, so let me see if there's anything else. I don't want to just read the AI overview. I actually want to get into this. Because I believe Elvis Presley allegedly took part in recreational drugs, so that doesn't help the case. I always get like the spooks when I record these videos. Like, I feel like there's something around me. Oh my gosh. And one of the reasons I called it Pink Paranormal is because I want to keep it light and fun. But anyways, I'm getting creeped out. Because I'm like looking through this and there's like a bunch of photos. Highly recommend looking into this. I don't think I'm going to do any more research because I'm getting a lot of Google results from like TikTok and Reddit, and I like those gossipy tabloid newspaper sources that I just don't really think that will help with the case. But yeah, that's really interesting. I learned a couple of things. Maybe one of y'all did too. So let me get into the next topic. Michael Jackson versus Prince. Said he would write songs before Elvis could. No, Elvis, what's wrong with me? Before Prince could. Okay, let me see if there's anything out there for this. All right, here we go. Whoa. Okay, so this is the AI overview from Google. Yes, that is a widely reported anecdote, Pink Paranormal, again, not verified, regarding the professional rivalry between Michael Jackson and Prince. Jackson often expressed the belief that if he didn't act on a musical idea or record a song immediately, God would take that idea and give it to Prince. According to reports and anecdotes, so there's 4 bullet points here. Urgency in the studio. Jackson would reportedly stop whatever he was doing to rush to a studio to record ideas, driven by the fear that Prince would get them instead. Second bullet, God might give them to Prince. While working on the This Is It tour shortly before his death, Jackson reportedly told his team, "You don't understand. If I'm not there to receive these ideas, God might give them to Prince." Third bullet, proactive creativity. Jackson viewed songs as downloads from the universe and felt he had to act fast and to ensure he was the one to birth the idea. And last bullet, the rivalry. This mindset was part of a decades-long competitive relationship between the 2 iconic artists where they viewed each other as primary competitors in the music industry. Doesn't surprise me. This intense creative pressure was reportedly a reason Jackson found it hard to sleep, as he felt he needed to catch melodies immediately. Wow, that's super interesting. Okay, now I want to talk about the Nikola Tesla thing. Well, let's look up the exact pronunciation. How to pronounce Nikola. Nikola. Okay. That's AI overview. So, Nikola Tesla. All right. Nikola Tesla. Did Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla. It's going to be a hard one. Believe in downloads from the universe. All right, here we go. Yay. All right. This is again, AI overview. I'm being very transparent here. Yes, Nikola Tesla believed that his brain was a receiver for ideas and knowledge originating from a universal source. He frequently described his inventive process not as a conscious creation, but as receiving insights from external, cosmic, or universal core. Key aspects of Tesla's beliefs regarding downloads include, and there's 4 bullets here, my brain is only a receiver. Tesla famously stated that his mind was merely a receiver, and that there existed a core in the universe from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. Second bullet, visions and transmissions. He described experiencing flashes of light where complex inventions appeared in his mind, fully formed, often occurring while in a meditative or dream state. Now, I want to pause there, okay? I want to pause there. I do often feel, this is just my personal experience, I do often feel that I get downloads as well during meditative moments. And to me, meditation is when you're either like focusing on one thing or not focusing on anything at all. I know it sounds odd, but when I wake up in the morning, it feels like I feel in a meditative state. I'm calm. And if I choose to sit with that calmness for like 10 or 20 minutes, usually it takes an hour. So if I just decide to lie there doing nothing but staring at the ceiling and just thinking about my day or whatever, letting my mind run its course, I will get ideas. And it could, maybe it's a download, maybe it's not, I don't know. But my brain will give me something to focus on or something to do. Like, or even maybe a YouTube idea or a crafting idea, whatever, something creative. I will oftentimes get those images in my head of me doing something in particular. Now, on the other hand, if I decide to just get out of bed or grab my phone, like get out of that meditative state, then I don't receive downloads or creative ideas. So just want to put that out there. I think meditation is wonderful for getting new ideas. When the mind is at rest, I feel like clarity emerges, and so does creativity. Just my opinion. All right, third bullet, mental lubrication. He believed that all physical objects, thoughts, and feelings are composed of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I think, this is just my opinion, that phones or like electronics tend to, how do you say? it interferes with creativity. Like I said, if I decide to grab my phone and scroll through Reddit first thing in the morning, the energy from that is interrupting what's going on here. Instead of sitting with my thoughts and, coming up with a plan for the day, I'm on my phone. So, yeah, I think that's why cell phones, devices, iPads, whatever, they can be really distracting. I think distraction is a good thing. I personally enjoy distraction very much. But I also think there's a time and a place for everything. So I typically avoid doom scrolling in the morning. I prefer to just lay in bed and think about my blessings and what I'm going to do for today. But yeah, that's just some supporting evidence I have, I guess, of that mental lubrication. The fourth bullet is remote invention. He claimed to be able to visualize machines in perfect detail, complete with necessary adjustments before building them, suggesting, excuse me, it's really late here, as you can see by the darkened window. So before building them, suggesting he was accessing a blueprint from the universe. While some interpretations of these experiences are heavily modern and speculative, Tesla's own writings confirmed he believed in accessing a higher, interconnected, and unseen field of knowledge. If you are interested, I can also tell you more about his obsession with the numbers. This is AI telling me this. He had an obsession with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. He did work with wireless energy transfer, and he also had a 3-hour sleep schedule. So AI is asking me if I want to. Is this Gemini that's being used? Anyway, it's asking me if I want to know more about those things. I might research those in my own time. But Nikola Tesla basically said that that the mind works like Wi-Fi. Does not surprise me. I kind of believe in these sorts of things. I'm just going to be honest. I kind of believe in them. I don't have proof, and I don't have to see the proof in order to believe something, Now, when it comes to making big life decisions, yes, I would like certainty on some things, but generally speaking, like, these topics are really fun for me to explore. I might make more videos like this where I'm just researching the thing instead of having like a pre-planned script. Those videos tend to be shorter. Like, I think my average is like 10 minutes for my Pink Paranormal series. But yeah, this was just a really fun, casual video that I wanted to make. I hope this video is interesting to someone. I hope it makes you think differently. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below. Happy to read them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.